Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance. And if you watched our season calendar breakdown yesterday, then you already know one thing very clearly. The Scorching Flame season is bringing changes. Big changes. And Guardians. Every time Hero Wars starts replacing old events with new structures, players immediately begin asking the same question. The new event. Abyss Splendor. The replacement for the classic Outland Splendor event that many players were already used to farming every season for skin stones, relic shards and battle pass trophies. And Guardians. This event is extremely important because it may show us the direction the developers want Hero Wars to move toward during the next months. Because one thing already feels obvious. Realm is becoming a much bigger part of the Hero Wars experience. More tasks. More realm integration. More realm rewards. More guild versus interaction. And slowly, older event structures are beginning to disappear. Now whether that becomes a good thing or not, we still need time to judge properly. But today, we can already analyze the rewards, the new task structure and whether Abyss Splendor is actually worth your effort. So first, let's begin with the bad news. Because yes, Guardians, we lost rewards. And not small rewards either. With Outland Splendor disappearing, two extremely important event chains vanished completely. The first one is the Outland Shop Purchase task line. Previously this rewarded players with around 230 small skin stone chests. Or 2,300 skin stones. Plus 135 battle pass trophies. Gone. Completely removed? Then we also lost the win with 21 different heroes in Arena task line. That one previously rewarded another 170 small skin stone chests. Or 1,700 skin stones. Plus 5 relic shards and 155 battle pass trophies. Also gone. So immediately, before we even start looking at the new tasks, players are already losing 4,000 skin stones, 5 relic shards, 290 battle pass trophies. That is a pretty painful start. Especially because Outland Splendor was already one of the most efficient recurring events for improving hero skins over time. But now Guardians. Let's move into the new side of the event and see what Abyss Splendor actually brings back in return. In total we now have 8 tasks. Log in. Open Outland chests. Earn VIP. Open tower chests. Use energy. Get Titanite. Train Marksmen. Gather food. The first 3 remain mostly unchanged, although the login rewards now give fewer large skin stone chests and instead include realm-related resources and speed-ups. So already we can see the direction clearly. Less pure hero progression. More realm integration. Now let's talk about the new tasks one by one. The first major addition is the tower task line. Players are rewarded for opening tower chests every day, with rewards scaling all the way up to 33 tower chests daily. And Guardians. If you fully complete this task line, the rewards are actually pretty solid. You can earn around 900 skin stones, 50 battle pass trophies, 75 Rune Spheres, artifact coins, realm materials, and speed-ups. But here's the problem. 33 tower chests per day is a lot. Realistically, Most players open around 15 daily because spending emeralds heavily inside the tower is usually not considered efficient value. And honestly, that is probably still the smartest approach. If you stay around 15 chests per day, you still get roughly 250 skin stones daily, 25 Rune Spheres, and Battle Pass progression, without burning massive amounts of emeralds. So unless you are a whale, we really do not think maxing this task line every day is worth the investment. Now Guardians. The next new task is much better. Energy Burst. And this one is honestly a fantastic addition. Finally, players are being rewarded directly for spending energy during this type of event. Every cycle goes up to 3,500 energy and rewards. 88 small skin stone chests. 25 Rune Spheres. Realm resources. And speed ups. Most active players should comfortably complete at least one cycle during the event. And because the task repeats, this becomes one of the best ways to recover some of the skin stones lost from the old Outland Splendor structure. Very good addition. Then we move into another excellent change. Titan Forge. Or simply, mining Titanite. And Guardians. This task is honestly one of the biggest positives inside Abyss Splendor. Why? Because almost every player with infinite dungeon progression can complete it very comfortably. You need 800 Titanite during the event, and in return you get 1,120 skin stones, 200 Rune Spheres, 45 Battle Pass trophies. That is excellent value. Simple, efficient, accessible. Exactly the kind of task structure players actually enjoy. Now unfortunately, this is where the event starts becoming messy again. Because the next task line is Train Marksmen and Guardians. This one is absurd. To fully complete this event chain, the game asks you to train 48,000 marksmen. 48,000. That means constant logins, massive speed up usage, or extremely inefficient troop management. And the rewards. Around 500 skin stones, 1 relic shard, some realm resources. That is not worth the effort at all. Our recommendation: aim only for around 10,500 marksmen. Take the single relic shard. Then stop. Trying to fully max this chain is simply not efficient for the majority of players. And sadly, the same applies to the final task line. Gather food. To complete it fully, players need to gather 36 million food during the event. That means constant gathering cycles across all 3 days. And once again, the rewards are weak. Only around 270 skin stones. And a very small amount of realm resources. So Guardians, this task line should absolutely not become a priority. Do it passively if you want. But forcing yourself to maximize it is simply too much clicking for too little return. Now when we look at Abyss Splendor as a whole, the event feels very mixed. Some parts are genuinely better. Energy tasks. Excellent. Titanite tasks. Very good. Rune Sphere rewards. Actually very welcome. But at the same time, players clearly lost value in traditional hero progression. Especially skin stones and relic shards. Because even after completing the new efficient tasks, most players will still end up slightly below the rewards they previously gained through Outland Splendor unless they heavily invest into tower refreshes. Now for Wales opening 33 tower chests daily. This event may actually become better overall. Those players can now reach around 5,500 skin stones through the event structure. But for the majority of the player base, the event feels closer to a trade. You gain Rune Spheres, you gain more realm interaction, but you lose some classic hero progression value. So our final advice is simple. Focus mainly on energy tasks, Titanite tasks, Outland chest openings, moderate tower progression. Those are the efficient parts of the event. The realm-heavy tasks like Marksman and food gathering, treat them as optional bonuses. Do not force them. Because right now, the rewards simply do not justify the investment. And Guardians, this event also tells us something important for the future. Hero Wars is changing. Realm is becoming more integrated into seasonal events. Older structures are disappearing. And the developers are clearly experimenting with new progression directions. Now whether those changes become amazing or frustrating, that will depend entirely on how rewards evolve over the next few seasons. But one thing is certain. Players are watching very closely now. So Guardians, what do you think about Abyss Splendor? Did the changes improve the event? Or do you feel the reward losses are too big? Let us know below because this conversation is only just beginning. Stay tuned, stay sharp. And as always, salute and friendship.